Hey, what's up? It's me. I'm back. You haven't seen me for a while. Today I'm not going to go shoot any photos, but I am going to go to Paul's photo to pick up some prints to put up here. Now, I got a lot of stuff to fill you in on, but let me get to Paul's and I'll tell you about it once I get there. So I'm getting ready to head out, but I just wanted to fill you in before I go through a long, tedious process, which is never really fun. Moving always sucks. I moved, and now, after another little process, the place that I'm living in, I own. That's right. I bought a house in an up-and-coming area. It's in an area, a broader area of LA called the South Bay. And yeah, it's a nice place, and I'm just getting everything moved. The print that I'm putting up that you saw earlier is my office, and I'll give you a little bit of a tour of that here when I get back from Paul's. I'm going to go pick up a print and return some stuff to one of my buddies, Peter, that works there, that I've had for a long time and I found when I was moving. So I'm gonna go ahead there and then I'll show you around. All right, cat's out of the bag. I bought a house. I didn't tell a lot of people, not a lot of people knew about the purchase because of the whole uncertainty of the process, and it's just one of those things I just didn't want to say until I was absolutely sure that it was a done deal. But anyway, now I've got my own little creative space and I want to fill it with some of my artwork, so let's go into Paul's photo and see what's going on.
What do you mean it got stolen by UCLA? What? It got stolen by UCLA? Money? No.
Here's some dream gear. Also some more stuff to drool over here in this cabinet. Say what's up, Pete.
What's up, Pete?
This is Peter from Paul's Photo. He will hook you up with anything you need if you're in the South Bay area, right?
If it's within reason.
Should look good on the wall. I have a little mat board cutting to do, but everyone should print their work, right, Peter?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially at the lab.
Yeah. Come to Paul's Photo Lab. Paul's Photo. Got all your printing needs. Take real good care of you. If you print yourself, also plenty of papers and other things that you can use to take care of that for your own space. All right. Love going to the camera store. There's a lot of stuff I want and can't afford, but I still love going there anyway. Also, when you have a print and they roll it up, make sure you keep it in the roll, because I just walked out and a gust of wind hit me and I dropped it. I just happened to kick it at the same time. As soon as I got back to the car, I stretched out. I think it's salvageable, especially after I press it into the glass and the mat. But anyway, just keep it safe. You don't want to ruin it. They aren't that expensive, but still, it's a good idea. Anyway, going back home to cut some mat and frame it and hang it. And hopefully no one will notice the little micro dots from my kick, but I don't know. Anyway, I can always have another one printed, but I'm probably going to cycle through the photos anyway, so maybe like different seasons I'll put different photos in the frames. So I need to find some more works to have printed, and I'll probably send them here in bulk and then come pick them all up at once. And then I will definitely make sure that the packages are secure when I'm walking out of the car next time. All right. Other than my boneheaded mistake, it was a successful trip. Yeah, I even said to Peter on the way out, "You think this will slip out from between here?" I'll just brave it, and now I'm eating my words. I think that once I put the mat on it and sandwich it in the frame, some of the wrinkle will come out, but the spots are not. I mean, you can let me know what you think. Check this out. Yep, these will probably come out once I press it hard enough, but these little dots like this, yeah, they're permanently there forever. Oh well, you know, we learn from our mistakes. I'm telling you so you don't do the same thing I do. Leave it rolled up, leave it in the folder or whatever it is they give you, and just get it home. Hello, doggy. know what? No one's gonna know because it's from a distance and I can get a razor blade to touch it up. But here we go. Does it fit? Did it right. Now let's take my tattered, poor photograph that I drop kicked earlier. Well, I think I failed because there's a little bit of a gap here, but that's all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and center it as much as possible, and that's why we have
It's all about the journey.
that's what we have white backing board for. Actually, better yet, let's see what the foam does. Came with a nice foam back, and then I can put the backing board on top of that to make sure that it's, yeah, I just want to see how it looks first. Is it crooked? It's probably pretty crooked, isn't it?
Can't really tell because it's probably the reflection.
Oh. There. Cut, miscut, drop kicked, about everything else. And it still looks okay. It's a little bit crooked, but we'll fix it. And then from up there, maybe no one will notice. And maybe over the years, it'll uncrinkle, or the mat's already cut. I can always order another print. Right, PG, hook me up, won't you?
Yep.
We'll get another print if needed, and we're good. It looks pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like people are going to be up on it like, hey, you messed up on the corner a little bit right there. So, yeah. Well, he saw the whole process unfold, so. Anyway, we're going to hang this, and then maybe I'll give you a little tour around the office, or maybe that should be its own vlog all in of itself. But the moral of today's story is learn from your mistakes. Make sure you leave the print in the folder or rolled up. Don't, until it gets home, don't do anything stupid like I did. And then measure not just twice, but about 6 times before you cut something, especially if you're new to mat board cutting like me. Otherwise it's going to be like just a little bit off. But I think the people that come up to visit my office will still enjoy this. All right, so I turned the lights off, which is how I normally have my office set up. So you really can't, it looks good. Nobody's gonna know, because not that many people are actually gonna sit in this chair. They're gonna sit probably where Peter is, or on this love seat, and yeah, it looks good. So I'm pleased. Yeah, she knows, but she won't tell anybody. I'm pleased with it. It's not bad for an office decoration, and you know what? I did okay on that one there, and this one here is even better. So I think that I think we're good. And like I said earlier, I'll probably sort of like seasonally change out my photos every once in a while. So I think that it'll be fine. I don't know. Like that looks a very springy. This one kind of looks autumny because it's very orange. So maybe I'll just keep printing my work, which is a good thing to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just keep printing as much of it as I can, the stuff that I like, and then I can just, since my frames and matting are already done, I can just swap out the pictures whenever I feel like it, and keep them in nice, organized folders so you don't damage them. All right, so you can see the photo behind me there. Looks pretty good. You can still see the damages on it, but like I said earlier, the moral of the story is protect your prints, protect everything, including your gear, whatever you can. Otherwise, they'll end up getting damaged. Second is, if you're going to cut mat board and you're new to it, kind of like I am, practice a lot. I did all right my first try. That's right there. I did that. Was my first mat board experience, which is pretty good. And then that was my second one, which was there's some flaws in it, you can see. And this one is actually pretty good, but part of the reason it's not super good is because I drop kicked it on the way out of Paul's. Anyway, I'm gonna try and charge up this microphone receiver and then maybe do an office tour video, since I did partially sort of design this office at nighttime. Because basically how I did it was when I was moving in here, I put lamps on stacked boxes and I put them in the places where I thought that I would like the room to be lit from, and then that's how I just kind of went from there. Like, I know I want the lamp here and the lamp here. This doesn't have anything to do with video lighting, so that is on a stand that I can move around the room, and I can sort of change that dynamically, but that did influence what color I painted the room, as well as the big blind, this large slats that I can use to help control lighting for video. Anyway, more on that later, but today, yeah, that's my update. That's my life update. I did a print for my office. I bought this house. I'm comfortable here, and look for more stuff to come. I'm going to be doing a video on DaVinci and my video workflow with some Dehancer plugins. Dehancer reached out to me and actually asked me to see if I'd like to do a video in exchange for a 30-day trial. So I said, sure, why not? Let's just see if your plugins make my life a little bit easier. I'm not really one to like plugins. I normally like to do everything I can inside of the app, because most of the time plugins, even presets in Lightroom, are literally just manipulating what the program can already do. They're just making it easier for you, like a one-click process. And I prefer to learn how to do all those things first before making my own presets, or making my own plugins, or making my own shortcuts or power grades. And I did notice that when I'm doing videos like this and I'm trying to grade them, even if I use my own power grades, I end up changing every single frame a little bit. So if there's some kind of plugin that streamlines it and makes it easier for me so that I can get the videos out faster, then I'm all for it. Plain and simple. Or if I can add some effects to it that I couldn't before because they were just too complex and I didn't want to deal with it, and then make it easier, then I'm all for it. But also taking price into account, and I'm going to be really honest about it. So look forward to that. Look forward to more vlogs. Look forward to more edit with me's. Look forward to more of everything now that I've moved in, I've gone through the hard parts, and now it's time for life to get it back to normal, or as normal as I can be. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.